In Digimon, we see a lot of different variants of our beloved characters, but none of these Digimon hold as much weight in the fandom as BlackWargreymon does. As one of the main antagonists of Adventure 02, BlackWargreymon might even be the most remembered villain from the season. He fought against the titular Wargreymon as one of his final encounters in the series, but was one of them holding back? What's up everyone, my name's Mustache Panda, and today we'll be discussing the differences between and the strength of two of my favorite characters in the Digimon franchise, Wargreymon and BlackWargreymon, and who should have won their battle. If you want to know how these two compare to other series like Dragon Ball and Naruto, feel free to check out my Wargreymon scaling videos. BlackWargreymon scales pretty much identical to Wargreymon when it comes to overall AP and speed. That'll cover both of them for you. Thank you. Also, spoilers ahead for a 20-year-old series. Let me start off by reminding you of BlackWargreymon origin. BlackWargreymon started out as about 100 large sticks. No, I'm being serious. In the first part of Adventure 02, we are introduced to the Black Spires via the Digimon Emperor Ken Ichijoji. Arukenimon and Mummymon, two of our other antagonists throughout the series, had been using these spires to create mindless ultimate/perfect level Digimon that they had full control of. Because BlackWargreymon was made out of 100 of these spires, he was able to gain his own level of consciousness as well as completely ignore Arukenimon and Mummimon's control. Now that we've covered that, let's move on to the differences between BlackWargreymon and Wargreymon's powers. We see them fight to a near perfect stalemate towards the end of Adventure 02, so their abilities have to be the same, right? Well, that's where you'd be wrong. While both of them have things like the Dramon Destroyers and mastery over their weapons and shields, BlackWargreymon is a bit more confusing when it comes to how his abilities work. Wargreymon's abilities are mostly about energy manipulation, such as his Terra Force. He gathers energy from the atmosphere and shoots a high-temp blast. BlackWargreymon has a similar ability called Terra Destroyer. As the name implies, and like I said, it's similar, but it uses a power based on negative emotions. This is really interesting because the character is also the embodiment of darkness itself, and considering the path the character was on in an attempt to find his destiny through destruction leading him to sorrow, he's able to actively boost his own abilities through his own negative emotions building. Not to mention, Wargreymon doesn't have access to any of BlackWargreymon's abilities, whereas BlackWargreymon has access to all of Wargreymon's fire-based abilities. This isn't the only major difference though. We also see some major differences in their defenses as well. A great example is how BlackWargreymon was able to overcome the mind control of Arukenimon and the Black Spires, whereas Agumon and his evolutions were not able to do the same earlier in the series, even with Tai around. This tells us that BlackWargreymon has some amazing mind hacks resistances. While BlackWargreymon does have some really cool abilities and some really interesting advantages, there are a few that Wargreymon has that definitely need to be pointed out. A great example of this is Wargreymon's resistance to Absolute Zero, which we've never seen BlackWargreymon be able to resist, but he's never fought Metal Garurumon, so we can't be sure that he doesn't have that ability. As of now, I'm going to say he doesn't since we've never seen it. We've also seen some very impressive attacks that would hurt BlackWargreymon quite a bit, like Shield Rocket. Shield Rocket lets Wargreymon launch his Dramon Killers or Dramon Destroyers at a long distance, giving him a massive edge on BlackWargreymon due to both of them being in the Dragon's Roar group by them being Dragon Man Digimon and having Dragon data in their Digicore. But that's not the only advantage Wargreymon has. Let's talk about Digimon typing for a second. There's three major groups of Digimon. There's Vaccine, there's Virus, and there's Data. Just like Pokemon, there's a rock, paper, scissors element to Digimon. Wargreymon is a Vaccine type. Vaccine is strong against Virus. Virus is strong against Data. Data is strong against Vaccine. So, just like Water, Grass, and Fire, it all comes in a circle. BlackWargreymon just happens to be a Virus type. So, Wargreymon does have an inherent edge over BlackWargreymon, but that doesn't necessarily always mean a win. A great example is Wargreymon versus Mugendramon round 1. That being said, Wargreymon is also a Virus Buster Digimon. This is a category of Digimon or a family of Digimon that is specifically designed in the vaccine category to fight against viruses. They're not just a little bit stronger. they're significantly stronger. So with all of these different things stacking up against BlackWargreymon, it's definitely safe to say Wargreymon has a massive edge on his side. So to round everything off here, while their kits look similar, they cover a very, very vast range of different abilities and defenses between the two of them. But overall, Wargreymon being a vaccine type, a virus buster, and being able to manipulate his Dramon destroyers significantly better than BlackWargreymon gives him an inherent edge overall. BlackWargreymon would be able to fare well considering how strong he is, but he is definitely not winning. Overall, I definitely think Wargreymon was significantly holding back in his fight against BlackWargreymon, and BlackWargreymon would have fared better against even Metal Garurumon in this instance. Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, feel free to hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. It means the world to me if you do. Thank you all so much for 10K views on my Wargreymon video. That means the world to me. I worked really hard on that, and I'm glad to see that it's starting to see some love. Thank you all so much. Anyways, I hope to see you in my next video where we will be having a full-on scale of a new character that we have not seen and a new series we have not seen on this channel yet. Stay tuned for that. And click on here, top right, I think it is, to see the next video. Adios, everybody.